So this is gonna be basically gonna be a video about the history and of ERW and how it's become gone from what it was to what it is. So basically, creating ERW started when I met Spike's Fun Show on YouTube. I met him whenever I was just scrolling around Rumblers things. I don't know, I just forget how I met him. I just came across his channel and I subscribed to him, and then he made a video and now we're really good friends. And he said he wanted to do for his channel Rumblers videos, which gave me the idea for ERW, because it wasn't originally going to be ERW. There was so many different names I was going to use, but it just came down to me using ERW. So ERW is where it is today because of Spike's Fun Show, basically. So thank you, Spike. So the Rumblers thing just started off with me making videos of, but before the Rumblers video, it was actually before Christmas, whenever I actually was going to get, I was hoping to get a bunch of Rumblers, and I was creating this, the first ever Rumblers set. And I've seen people use tinfoil before, and I had, as you can see, this is actually made out of a gingerbread house box. So it was around Christmas when I made this, and then when Christmas came, I got a bunch of new Rumblers. So that's how, and then the first Rumblers video ever for my channel was made. Now, it was basically just me crowning the champion, and then from there on out, it has turned into something dominant. Now, these were shows I wanted to do for fun, but it turned into something awesome, because after I crowned the first Rumblers champion for ERW, I had a tournament to crown the number one contender, Huniko. But yeah, and then after I did the string of videos on Christmas Day, I came out with ERW's first official pay-per-view, Royal Rumble. And when I had Royal Rumble, I just had the idea of I just wanted to basically make Royal Rumble. And that's what I did. I put the Rumblers in the ring, like in the Royal Rumble, and occasionally I'd throw somebody in there, and then the first ever Royal Rumble winner was Kane. Yeah, Kane. And I think it was after Rumblers Mania 1 that, I think it was actually at No Way Out, I realized that I have so many guys that I'm only making them fight for one title. So I decided to create the Internet Championship, and Rey Mysterio was the first Internet Champion. And yeah, it was actually right before No Way Out, I crowned the champion, and then we had the first No Way Out Elimination Chamber themed pay-per-view. And yeah, so Rumblers Mania 1 came around at the Rumblers Arena. Now hold on, guys. Hold on. That was actually probably the first time I broke out in the land of YouTube, because before that, there was no really big Rumblers Wrestling Federation until me and Spike came around, and yeah, there was nothing really big on YouTube that had like a series of shows and then led up to pay-per-views with storylines. So nobody had really been doing this before, so me and Spike were like the first of our kind for doing Rumblers videos, which also led to WWE Rumblers fan also making videos like us. But when Rumblers Mania 1 came around at the Rumblers Arena, over there, it doesn't look much like the Rumblers Arena anymore since Rumblers Mania, but it will for Rumblers Mania 4, which is coming home episode, which I think is actually pretty cool, because we get to return to our roots. Now, I just can't You know, I just think that Rumblers Mania 4 is awesome as a side note because of the fact that Rumblers Mania 1, I think I got I got a lot of positive feedback from that event. And you guys, my subscribers, so far I have 7 now. When I had 0, I really didn't know what to do. And it just led to now having 7 subscribers, which I'm really happy to have any subscribers on YouTube, and I thank you guys the most for being there, because the positive feedback has just led to more Rumblers and other videos. So, yeah, after Rumblers Mania 1 was the Cyber Sunday pay-per-view, which I think was I love Cyber Sunday because it gives me a chance to really understand what you guys want from a voting. And yeah, so you guys got to vote on the matches, which I thought was really cool, interacting with you guys. And yeah, so after that, the lead up to Rumblers Mania 2 was big. I was really happy about the lead up to Rumblers Mania 2. Rumblers Mania 1 was such a big success that I just couldn't wait for Rumblers Mania 2. And I made sure Rumblers Mania 2 was bigger and better than the last Rumblers Mania. So I added, I think the last one had 7, then I bumped it up to 9 matches on the card. And I think I'm gonna try to make Rumblers Mania 3 have 10 matches on the card to make it just so big and extravagant. So the build up to that was really awesome. Now we're going to talk about the feuds that are coming up to very recently, like right today. So after Rumblers Mania 2, I thought of some big things that could happen, which led to the Payback pay-per-view, the first of its kind. Because of hearing it from WWE, I decided to add it into my mix-up. So, yeah. So, Payback, I decided to bring Brock Lesnar to the ERW roster, as well as my custom Vince McMahon, and I decided to have almost like a corporation-type theme as they tried to take over the ERW. I think that was a pretty good feud, and I think that's going to be the best feud of the year for Rumblers. It stands out to me as a great feud that led into Payback. And honestly, I would have loved to continue that feud for a long time, but it just didn't happen. But Brock Lesnar is back in ERW right now, so hopefully you guys enjoyed what I decided to do with Brock being back in the ERW. So, yeah. Now, he was the captain for Survivor Series team against Jericho. And, yeah, so, and the build-up to Rumblers Mania 3 will be bigger than any other build-up. You will see the best storylines ever created for a Rumblers Mania event. The best setup, if you haven't seen Some Interesting Things video I made a little bit ago. And just probably some extra special things that I will not talk about until the actual event, whenever those things are actually happening. And now leading back to Rumblers Mania 4, I think it's a great opportunity for Rumblers to head home to enjoy this opportunity because, well, I've done so much that I can't wait for the Rumblers Mania 4 to go home to where we started, like 3 months. It's actually my channel has been posting videos since December 2012. So December, January, February, March, April, almost May. So around 6 months, and ERW is climbing the rungs to the top. So, once again, I'd like to thank Spike's Fun Show because he's basically the reason I do this. If it wasn't for Spike, then I wouldn't be motivated to do these videos. So, until next time, this is Gator669 signing out, and I hope you enjoyed this history lesson of ERW.